WWE Armageddon continues on here with our next matchup. It is a tag team match between Thunder Rock of Io Shirai and Mayu Iwatani, set to go up against Twisted Sanity, the former WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. What a card we've had so far on Armageddon. This is match number 6, and we have Eli joining us in the chat. We also had Dan joining us a little bit ago. Had to just get a sip of water because it's been going nuts. We had Dan joining us. Man, this is match number 6. This card's been insane. We had the opening matchup, Honor Club versus The Miz Taraj. That was on Sunday Night Heat. Then we had Shinsuke Nakamura. Dan still here in the chat. Glad to have you here, Dan. We had Shinsuke Nakamura and Bobby Lashley. And then we had our Intercontinental Championship matchup between Bobby Roode and Kane. That was all on Sunday Night Heat. That's up on our Patreon page. Here, the main card. 2 explosive matches to kick off the main card. Cesaro and Shelton Benjamin. We just had Austin Theory, Omos, and Prince Puma for the U.S. Championship. Austin Theory retains. From what I understand, we also saw the return of Randy Orton, by the way. Randy Orton is back, and Randy Orton has his sights set on one Matt Riddle after putting Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory down with an RKO. So he's looking for Matt Riddle coming up. We understand backstage, it is quite the scene. From what we are understanding from one of our correspondents backstage, right now Apollo Crews trying to calm the situation down, but I mean rightfully so. This is the 3rd time that Omos has had a major matchup and has come up short for a singles championship. From what I understand, we got Stadium Stampede coming up later tonight, which is going to tear this stadium apart. Right now, Omos is tearing the backstage area up right now. He is so frustrated. He is upset. And I'm even hearing, I don't even want to hear about this because we've often compared Omos to a Angelo Dawkins, where Dawkins had a hard time winning the big one, and then he eventually joined up with the Hurt Business. I understand that amongst all this commotion backstage, and we're going to get to this match in just a little bit, but amongst all the commotion backstage with Omos, with Apollo Crews trying to settle the situation down, I understand that MVP is in the middle of all this as well. That's what we're hearing. MVP, the Hurt Business already competed earlier tonight on Sunday Night Heat. Man, I'm just going to say stay tuned to Universe Mode to find out more of what's going to happen here. But I'm hearing MVP, I'm hearing Omos, I'm hearing Apollo Crews. But we got Thunder Rock, which is Io Shirai, Mayu Iwatani, and they are going at the former Women's Tag Team Champions. Now, we were talking about some Undertaker and using some dark magic, and that's how Edge won his Undisputed Championship for the 2nd time. We saw with Mayu Iwatani and Alexa Bliss, where Alexa Bliss was able to cut the lights out and kind of use some nefarious means to get a win over Mayu Iwatani. So we'll see if any of that goes down here tonight, but this has been quite the rivalry that's been going on for the last couple of weeks. We got Eli in the chat, who is cheering for Thunder Rock. Good vote there. Alexa Bliss nearly getting the 3 count on Mayu Iwatani. Look at Bliss from the top, and we have Twisted Bliss, and 1, 2, and Iwatani kicks out. We got Dan cheering for Alexa, so we're kind of split amongst of who we think is going to win in this one. Io Shirai getting hit with the neck breaker. Look at this, sliding under Mayu Iwatani with the Hurricane Rana. Oh, Io. My God, Io Shirai just getting her head rocked into the mat. What's Mayu got? Oh, Mayu just flipping Alexa Bliss up and over. Look at that. Oh, a little showcase was blocked by Nikki Cross. Cross with the chop. And Mayu Iwatani just sending Alexa Bliss down with that forearm blow. Bliss is able to counter. Of course, Bliss and Nikki Cross feeling like they should have been a part of the Judgment Day in the Stadium Stampede match. They were one of the candidates as former women's tag team champions, but ultimately Judgment Day, Edge and Undertaker and company, they went with Rhea Ripley and Shotzi. They ultimately proved themselves in that tag team steel cage match on SmackDown. Go check that out in the archives, either on Patreon or on YouTube, if you guys haven't seen that yet. We got a cover and a rope break, another cover that the referee has not seen. Into the cover, and a kick out by Mayu Iwatani. So Eli asking us, what are our thoughts on the closing moments of SmackDown? I'm going to get to that during the entrances on the next match. So for those of you that may be watching this on YouTube, which will come out at a later date, the time that we're streaming this show is, February 2nd is the day after that we are streaming, and that was the SmackDown where Cody Rhodes appears to be giving his WrestleMania opportunity to The Rock. We'll talk about that in a little bit here during the entrances of the next match here. But that's why we always say, if you want to be the most up-to-date, join us either on Twitch or join us over on Patreon, because our videos on YouTube come out way after we stream. But we stream live on Twitch, upload everything on Patreon, upload later on YouTube. Double underhook by Io Shirai. We have a cover, and that was nearly a win for Twisted Sanity. We have a leg drop by Nikki Cross. I want to hear your thoughts. What are your thoughts, Eli? I think right now, personally, that I'm going to say let it play out. I think in classic internet wrestling community fashion. Look at Thunder Rock over the moonsault and a frog splash. Are you kidding me? Oh, that should be a 3 count. How about a 4 count on Alexa Bliss? Mayu Iwatani, Tombstone. That's the second Tombstone we've seen tonight. Tombstone on to, oh my God, and Bliss. Look at Mayu for the frog splash into the cover. And a 3 count. Referee counts it. Thunder Rock is going to knock off Twisted Sanity. Great matchup there to continue on Armageddon. Final moments of SmackDown. So obviously the time this comes out on YouTube, you guys are already going to well know what happened at WrestleMania, who the champ is. This is speculation for while we're streaming on Twitch and on Patreon. But I'm just going to say let it play out. Let the thing play out. My thought before people kind of lost their mind on Twitter is that Cody was going to challenge Roman Reigns at the Elimination Chamber in Australia, which is also going to be a giant stadium show, and that The Rock would then take on Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I was like, okay, cool, we'll get both matches. People on Twitter not happy, led by one Conrad Thompson, who I'm a big fan of Conrad. I listen to almost every one of his family of podcasts, so I'm a big fan of Conrad. But he kind of was leading the charge a little bit, where he was voicing his displeasure on how he felt that turned out. I'm gonna say let it play out. Here's the thing. And there's different scenarios. Everyone can point to different things. But I look back to Starrcade 97, and there was a 1.5-year build-up for Sting, right? And he finally challenged Hogan, and the match at Starrcade famously, maybe didn't go the way people would have hoped. There was a lot of outside interference. There was a quote-unquote fast count. There wasn't a fast count. Sting had to wait an entire month, Super Brawl, to get the title, and then he held the title for 2 months, lost it at Super Brawl. Hogan won it right back. And it's almost the same situation. People are, oh, Cody's career is over. Sting, despite all of that happened in 97, had a career that lasted until 2024, all right? So it's like, if we have to wait another year to finish the story, You know what I mean? Or whether or not he wins the title at the Elimination Chamber. Either way, I'd say let it play out. That's my thoughts on that. All right, we got the first of back-to-back dream matches here at Armageddon. And this is going to be Shawn Michaels going one-on-one with the phenomenal AJ Styles. So this match kind of has come around. So we've kind of seen this light Bullet Club reunion of sorts here in Universe mode. We've seen AJ Styles and Finn Balor. This kind of dated back to the G1 Climax, or the G1 Supercard that we had. And here as Shawn Michaels beat Dolph Ziggler in the ladder match to win a contract to get another run. One more run. Shawn is back one more time. How many times has Shawn left and come back and had one more run? A couple times in our universe. In real life, obviously, he had the one comeback run, but in our universe mode, he had the comeback with the Heartbreak Foundation with Bret Hart, and then here he is again. But this is Finn Balor and Shawn Michaels had a couple of matches. It culminated in a Extreme Rules match on ECW, which is part of our Patreon page. All episodes of ECW are up at any level for our Patreon supporters, and Shawn Michaels and Finn Balor had it out. They had their rubber match there, and we had an interesting situation because stepping into an ECW arena for the very first time was Big Daddy Cool Diesel. And then we saw a couple of weeks ago in Universe mode, well, we saw Michaels and Diesel actually team up to take on Bullet Club. So how is this all going to play out? Well, let's start with this dream match. How about this? AJ Styles and Shawn Michaels, and then coming up next, another, you know what, I say it's a dream match. It's a word that Tony Khan throws out there a lot, but it's a match I don't think anybody even dreamed about. I've never heard anybody discuss this being a match they wanted to see until it went down on ECW, until these men showed up as mystery partners. So that's coming up. I'm not going to spoil it. Now, if you're a member of our Patreon page, you already know this is official. You know this dream match is going down. You already saw what happened on ECW. So I won't spoil it for you. For those of you that are not part of our Patreon community, but for our Patreon Clubhouse members, you already know what's going down. Coming up next, this next dream match that is about to go down. It's one that I don't think anybody ever dreamed about, but you saw these two men go at it in the ECW arena, and now you're going to see them go at it in Allegiant Stadium here in Vegas. So AJ Styles, Shawn Michaels, toe-to-toe right now at Armageddon. These guys, they got a lot. Now, these two pride themselves on five-star classics, right? They pride themselves on the best. They got a lot to live up to, because after what we saw between Cesaro and Benjamin, and after what we just saw in our triple threat U.S. title match, they got a lot to they got a tough act to follow. I'm just gonna say that. But early on here in this one, AJ Styles, absolutely no issues with Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, pretty easily handling Shawn Michaels here. Tie up, boot to the midsection, drop kick, and Styles was somehow able to just have Michaels bounce right off him. But here comes Shawn as he's answering right back, and Michaels, oh my God, Michaels sending the phenomenal one up and over. Heartbreak Kid, look at, he is hyped up here. You telling me Shawn? And I don't know if people, maybe when he won that ladder match against Ziggler, but it was Shawn. Oh my God, from the inside to the outside. Shawn Michaels into the steel steps. We've seen NWO Shawn Michaels. We saw Shawn Michaels and Dolph Ziggler have a hell of an Iron Man match. We saw the ladder match. And now Shawn and AJ Styles. We have not seen Dolph Ziggler. Now, we just saw Randy Orton return after getting taken out by his former tag team partner, Matt Riddle. But we have not seen Dolph Ziggler since he lost to Shawn Michaels at Survivor Series. The man missing in action so far, as is one half of our WWE Tag Team Champions missing in action, not in the building. We understand Kevin Owens has been in contact, and we're gonna see a brand new set of Tag Team Champions here tonight. So that is a guarantee, whether it's the Usos or whether it's the other side. You're just gonna have to wait and find out what's gonna happen. But the tag team title picture is just completely changed with this situation that has suddenly come up in the tag team. Was that a sweet chin music from AJ Styles? Sweet chin music, and Michaels kicks out. Unbelievable. AJ Styles with the sweet chin music, springboard moonsault. And AJ might be looking for a little phenomenal forearm action here. Oh, he missed. How'd he miss? Sweet chin music by Michaels. And he pins Styles. Wow. How about that? Well, that may, you know what? 5-star classics, they're subjective, whatever timing, but AJ Styles and Shawn Michaels knockout. I mean, it was hard hitting, and Shawn Michaels is going to get the win here over AJ Styles in this matchup. It took one sweet chin music. Now, where does AJ Styles, where does Bullet Club, where does Finn Balor go from here? Where does Shawn Michaels go from here? He's now back to back. I mean, even more so than that, guys. Even more so. Shawn Michaels has won his last 5 mega event pay-per-view matches. He beat Dolph Ziggler in the Iron Man match. He beat Dolph Ziggler at, SummerSlam was Ziggler. Then Michaels won the rematch. That was Clash of the Champions with the NWO Shawn Michaels. Then he won the Iron Man match. Then the ladder match. Now this match. Shawn Michaels, he is on a 4-match winning streak here. 4-match pay-per-view winning streak. My goodness, you guys. From one dream match to another, this match just signed less than 24 hours ago after what happened on ECW.
The following contest
It is Minoru Suzuki. Now, you've seen Suzuki as part of the G1 Supercard New Japan versus WWE. With our previous universe mode, you saw Minoru Suzuki and Roddy Piper battling over the Alliance Heavyweight Championship. But Suzuki step into the ring here at Armageddon. Whether or not this is going to be a full-time or a one-off, but this is the direct results of what happened, because this is who CM Punk got to be his mystery partner on ECW. And the man coming out right now was Braun Breaker's mystery partner on ECW. And we saw in the ECW arena Bill Goldberg and Minoru Suzuki go at it toe-to-toe for over 20 minutes. They fought in the ECW arena, so much so that Kevin Owens signed this match. Paul Heyman called him up and said, look, this just went down on ECW. You guys need this thing on Armageddon. So less than 24 hours away, or less than 24 hours ago, this match was booked and it's going down. Minoru Suzuki, Bill Goldberg, the chat going nuts for it. A match that, like I said, it's a dream match, but it's a dream match that maybe nobody has ever thought about. I don't know if anybody's ever put out there, I want to see Suzuki and I want to see Goldberg go at it. You guys are about to see that go on right now here in Armageddon. Now, if you want to see how this came about, one quick plug. I know I got to plug it because it's my life's work. Patreon.com/TBSports27. CM Punk and Minoru Suzuki versus Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus Bill Goldberg and Braun Breaker in a three-way dance, triple threat, tag team matchup. And you want to see Suzuki and Goldberg throw down in the ECW arena. That show is up right now on our Patreon page. But here at Armageddon, it's about to go down. Suzuki and Goldberg for the second time, but for the first time, one-on-one. Goldberg coming out, striking. Now this one has the potential to be quick. You know Goldberg don't like to waste time. Suzuki don't like to waste time either. Right now, Goldberg is taking it to Minoru Suzuki. And Suzuki coming in there. Oh, he's going to bust open Goldberg. That might be quicker than Goldberg Undertaker getting busted open. Suzuki rocking Goldberg back. And now, going to lock in that submission hold. The leg bar submission onto Bill Goldberg. These guys are not active competitors in universe mode. We've seen Goldberg pop up as a legend from time to time. We've seen Suzuki as part of the G1 Supercard events with our WWE superstars. But this is a free agent matchup, and the forbidden door wide open with our new boss, Kevin Owens. Goldberg. Oh, Goldberg, is he going to be looking for the spear? Is Goldberg going to be looking for the spear right now on Minoru Suzuki? No. Oh, he clotheslined. He didn't want to spear him just yet. And he's going to call for it again. Goldberg calling for Suzuki. Clothesline again. Maybe this one is going to be the spear onto Minoru Suzuki. No, shoulder tackle. Into the cover. Suzuki. A 1 count. Are you kidding me? A 1 count? Oh, back of the head, Goldberg. Picks up Suzuki. Oh, he shoves Suzuki back. Suzuki shoves him again. Goldberg picks up the leader, Suzuki-gun, and drops him right into the buckle. Irish whip into the buckle and into the cover here, Suzuki. Suzuki kicks out. And Goldberg. Oh, got caught right between the eyes. And here comes Suzuki. Minoru Suzuki firing up. Oh, planting Goldberg into the mat here. Working over the leg. That's the second time he's gone after Goldberg's ankle now. Obviously, it's been years and years, but you guys know Goldberg is susceptible to ankle injuries. You guys remember in 1999, Scott Hall and Bam Bam Bigelow, leading up to Sold Out 99, did quite the damage to Goldberg's leg. And while it's been decades since then, those things don't always heal. Just ask Kurt Angle. Injuries don't always heal 100%. Suzuki knows that. He's going after the ankle right now. Big shot to Bill Goldberg. Rocking Goldberg, and he's got him. He's got Goldberg. Locks him into another submission. Now, this is something that Goldberg's not usually used to being in this kind of situation here. He likes being up, not in this ground and pound situation. Goldberg, though, fights out of it. Picks up Suzuki and slams him. Oh my God. Goldberg whips Suzuki into the ropes. Oh! Was that like a modified spear? Suzuki is only going down for a 1 count. Goldberg picks up Suzuki and just throws him into the buckle. And picks up Suzuki again. Powerbomb. And another kick out from Minoru Suzuki. Goldberg. Waiting for Suzuki to get up. And Suzuki just withstood that blow. Yeah, Suzuki able to withstand the blow. Knee to the face of Goldberg. Suzuki rocking Bill Goldberg right now here at Armageddon. But Goldberg right back up to his feet. Look at Goldberg slapping Suzuki. Oh, Suzuki. How about the pancrase style? Locking Goldberg in with the submission. This is just a taste of what we saw on ECW over on Patreon. Go check that matchup out that led up to this one here. Suzuki, I think that's his first cover on Bill Goldberg. And Goldberg just kicking out at a count of 2. Suzuki not happy about that. But when is Suzuki ever happy? When is Minoru Suzuki ever a happy man? Oh, back elbow by Goldberg. Couple elbows, Suzuki blocking those, and oh, Goldberg stomping right onto the chest of Suzuki. The kick is blocked by Suzuki. Elbow hit by Goldberg. Oh, and Suzuki answering back. What a matchup. Let's get the rematch signed for WrestleMania. I don't care. I'm going to be the Tony Khan. Just throw out random dream matches. Suzuki might be a... Oh. Shoulder tackle there by Bill Goldberg, and Goldberg's getting fired up right now. Goldberg is getting absolutely fired up right now, and Goldberg might be getting set once Suzuki comes out of the corner. And here comes Goldberg. Oh, he runs into the referee. Oh, he hits a spear. Oh, look at that. Goldberg saying it's done right now. Goldberg, he's teased it a couple of times. Goldberg. No, Suzuki was able to block the spear. Are you kidding me? Minoru Suzuki blocking the spear of Bill Goldberg. And the Gotch-style pile driver is blocked by Goldberg. Goldberg, he says, forget the spear. I'm just going to go for the jackhammer. Doesn't go for the cover, though. Goldberg. No. 2 jackhammers. Goldberg, I've never seen this before. Goldberg was going for a 3rd jackhammer. Are you kidding me? Suzuki. Submission. Leg lock locked in onto Goldberg. Oh, Goldberg tried the trifecta of jackhammers. Oh, we got blood. We got blood for Suzuki. Blood for Goldberg. Blood for Suzuki. Suzuki waiting for Goldberg. Oh, Goldberg. No, Suzuki counters. This is nuts, this match. Michaels and AJ Styles might have the worst match of the show. Who would have thought that coming in? Goldberg answering back. Goldberg headed to the top and double axe handle on Minoru Suzuki. Suzuki sent to the outside. Goldberg waiting for Suzuki to head back in. We don't want to see a count out. Come on. Suzuki, and he's got to know these are U.S. rules, so there's no 20 count. He's got to be aware of that. What a bloody war between Bill Goldberg and Minoru Suzuki as he knocks him off his feet again. Drop kick. Goldberg. Clothesline. And Goldberg may finally put away Minoru Suzuki. Jackhammer, cover, and a 3 count. What a matchup. A bloody war between Minoru Suzuki and Bill Goldberg here on Armageddon. We're seeing the replay here. Dan the Man says that was amazing. Eli says Goldberg versus Suzuki. And Bill Goldberg, a bloody mess. Minoru Suzuki, a bloody mess. Look at that. Look at that face. Look at that face, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see this go down again. This says it's a rivalry. They're not part of universe mode, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? All right, guys, Armageddon. It's going to continue on here. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube. Thumbs up on this video because you don't want to miss a second of the action. We have just 4 matches remaining on this card, including 2 title matches and Stadium Stampede. Coming up next on Armageddon, it's Hug and Boss against the Queens.